Hello everyone, today we're here to chat about the latest buzz in the British royal family. A recent bombshell decision from Prince William and Princess Catherine has totally shattered those stereotypes. This future king and queen are actually ditching the fancy royal palaces to settle down in a super low-key cottage. What's the story behind this move? Today we're diving deep to see how this royal couple is turning royal life into something warm and relatable. For all our new friends out there, this channel is your go-to spot for all things royal. Whether it's major royal events or intimate private details, we've got you covered. So make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. You won't want to miss any more royal updates coming your way. Now, let's rewind to the summer of 2022. Back then, William and Catherine dropped a bombshell that shook the entire royal circle. They packed up their bags with Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, and moved out of the iconic Kensington Palace. Let's be real, Kensington Palace is one of the most famous royal residences in the UK. Its interiors are decked out in luxury, with historical artifacts and priceless artworks everywhere. Living there is the ultimate status symbol. But instead, they chose a place called Adelaide Cottage, tucked away deep in Windsor Great Park, surrounded by lush trees. The location is serene, but in terms of size and grandeur, it's not even in the same league as Kensington Palace. At the time, a lot of people couldn't wrap their heads around this move. Some even called it a royal downgrade, and all sorts of wild rumors started swirling. But here's the truth, this couple had a secret plan all along. According to the insider scoop we dug up, this choice was all about love and protection. On one hand, Queen Elizabeth II's health was already declining back then. By moving closer to Windsor, they could spend more time with the Queen in her final years. How heartfelt is that? On the other hand, Princess Catherine has always had a wish to let her kids grow up like ordinary children, away from the relentless paparazzi. If you're a royal fan, you know that royal kids are in the spotlight from the moment they're born. Every move they make is watched by the whole world, and that kind of upbringing can be really suffocating. Catherine knows this all too well, so she specifically enrolled the kids at Lambrook School. This school is far from central London, with a quiet and pure atmosphere, and Adelaide Cottage is just a short distance from the school, making the daily school run a breeze for the kids. They can also run wild and play in the vast Windsor Great Park, climbing trees, having picnics, getting close to nature. That's the kind of happy, free childhood every kid deserves. Time flies, and before we knew it, Prince George turned 12 and is about to enter his teenage years. Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis are growing up fast too. Once again, people started speculating, as the kids get bigger, will Adelaide Cottage be too small for them? Are William and Catherine going to move to a larger royal residence? All kinds of rumors were flying, and the most talked about option was Fort Belvedere. Let's talk about Fort Belvedere. It's got quite a history. This estate is huge, with grand, imposing architecture, and it's steeped in royal heritage. It was once home to King Edward VIII. Back in the day, Edward VIII gave up his throne for love, a story that's still talked about today, adding a touch of legend to Fort Belvedere. Everyone thought this estate, with its size and historical significance, would be the perfect home for the future king and queen. Some media even started imagining what it would look like when William and Catherine moved into the castle. Just as everyone was chatting away about this, the royal family dropped a bombshell that shot down all the rumors. A spokesperson for Kensington Palace made it clear, Prince William and Princess Catherine will not be moving to Fort Belvedere. Their new home will be Forest Lodge, located within the Windsor estate. This news blew up the royal circle instantly. No one expected them to choose such a low-key cottage that barely anyone had heard of. Later, veteran royal editor Matt Wilkinson confirmed the news and added that the couple has no plans to move to Buckingham Palace or Windsor Castle in the future. This took everyone by surprise. After all, Buckingham Palace is the face of the British royal family. For hundreds of years, it's been the main residence of the monarch and the heart of major royal celebrations and official events. Windsor Castle, on the other hand, is the royal family's getaway spot steeped in history. With a peaceful environment, it's where royal family members escape the hustle and bustle of London. So why would William and Catherine choose Forest Lodge over these iconic buildings? Well, it all comes down to their fresh take on royal life. According to sources close to the couple, moving to Adelaide Cottage was actually a life experiment for them. They wanted to see if they could balance their royal duties with giving their kids a stable upbringing, away from the cameras and chaos of London. And the past 2 years have proven that their experiment was a huge success. During their time at Adelaide Cottage, William and Catherine truly felt the warmth of home. Without endless media swarms and the constraints of tedious palace rules, their lives became simple and fulfilling. Princess Catherine personally drops the kids off at school, and after they get home, she plays games with them and helps them with their homework. Prince William heads straight home after finishing his official duties to spend quality time with his family. On weekends, they take the kids for walks and picnics in Windsor Great Park, and occasionally go shopping in nearby towns, just like any ordinary family. This kind of life is ordinary, but full of happiness, and it made them even more determined to step away from glitz and return to simplicity. choosing Forest Lodge was an even more thought-out decision. This cottage is also located within the Windsor estate, just a short distance from the kids' school, perfect location. What's more, it's more spacious than Adelaide Cottage, so it can meet the needs of the growing kids. At the same time, it maintains a low-key and private atmosphere, perfectly balancing royal duties and family life. According to insiders, William and Catherine have already named Forest Lodge their forever home. Even when William ascends to the throne in the future, they plan to live here long-term. That's a first in hundreds of years. Speaking of which, we have to talk about this couple's amazing move. As we all know, in the past, when royal family members renovated their residences, they mostly used public funds, taxpayers' money, which often sparked public dissatisfaction and criticism. But William and Catherine made it clear that they will cover all the renovation costs for Forest Lodge themselves, and will not use a single penny of public money. This decision has won them so many fans. Let's be honest, while royal family members have a certain income, covering all the renovation costs for a property is still a huge expense, but they'd rather spend their own money than burden the public. This sense of responsibility and empathy really shows how the royal family is changing. Nowadays, British people value transparency and accountability more and more. William and Catherine's move has undoubtedly brought the royal family closer to the public and made people more optimistic about the future of the monarchy. Even more surprising is their decision not to have live-in staff at Forest Lodge. This is unheard of in the British royal family. Traditionally, senior royal family members are surrounded by a large team of staff, butlers, nannies, chefs, gardeners, you name it. These people live in the palace and serve the royal family 24/7. But William and Catherine believe that live-in staff would disrupt the privacy of their family and hinder the development of their kids' independence. So they plan to downsize their household team and only hire part-time help when needed. They'll handle most of the daily chores themselves. Princess Catherine will cook meals, Prince William will help with cleaning and fixing furniture, and the kids will also take on age-appropriate household tasks, like tidying their own rooms and watering the plants. This kind of family dynamic not only strengthens the bond between family members but also teaches the kids independence and responsibility. What great parenting! In fact, all these decisions from William and Catherine are not just for their small family, but also to promote the modernization reform of the royal family. For hundreds of years, the British royal family has been bound by various traditional rules, making it seem rigid and distant. But William and Catherine have proven with their actions that royal life can be down to earth, and a monarch can be both a national symbol and an ordinary parent. They gave up the luxury of palaces for the warmth of a cottage. They gave up the convenience of having a team of staff for the fulfillment of doing things themselves. They gave up the support of public funds for the dignity of being self-reliant. These moves may seem unconventional, but they're injecting new vitality into the royal family. In their own way, they're making the royal family more approachable, authentic, and warm, and making more people look forward to the future of the monarchy. Of course, behind all this, there's also untold hardship. Over the past few years, this couple has been through so much. The passing of Prince Philip and Queen Elizabeth II brought them immense grief. Princess Catherine's health issues sparked all kinds of speculation, putting her under great pressure. There were also family conflicts and endless media hype, leaving them physically and mentally exhausted. Moving to Forest Lodge is also a form of emotional healing for them. They hope to leave the unhappiness of the past behind, start a new life, and give their kids a more stable and happy growing environment. Today, William and Catherine are interpreting the true meaning of responsibility and love with their actions. As the future king and queen, they take every royal duty seriously, actively participate in charitable activities, and set a good example for the public. As parents, they do their best to protect their kids' growth, filling their lives with love and companionship. As a couple, they support each other, understand each other, and walk hand in hand through thick and thin, becoming a role model for royal couples. Their story tells us that no matter how noble your status or how prominent your position, family will always be the most important haven. And their innovation in royal life shows us the perfect integration of tradition and modernity. Perhaps in the future, the British royal family will become more approachable and open, embracing new challenges with a fresh attitude. Alright, that's all for today's royal reveal. Guys, what do you think of William and Catherine's decision to move to Forest Lodge? Do you see it as progress for the royal family, or a departure from tradition? Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments section. We'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, share this article with more royal fans, and subscribe to our channel for more royal updates. See you next time. Bye bye.